chosen ones, empaths, this narcissist that was involved in your life was never on your level. They just pretended to be. You have to understand, they mirrored us down to a T. They knew what made us tick. They found out our interests, and they mirrored us to make us think they're in tune with what we're about. You know, they got into the same pursuits and dreams and all of the stuff that we was into. They mirrored us and pretended to be like what we were about, pretended to have our values, pretended to have our desires. They pretended it all. This is what they done. And, you know, we saw chinks in their mask along the way, where we saw the real them, what they're really about. We've seen it. And if you was a fly on the wall, seeing them in another conversation with a friend or someone else or their new supply, you'll be like, hold on a minute. They're a totally different person. They're totally different. This is what they do, the narcissists. They're social chameleons. They just act and pretend to appease you. They want to appease you. They want you to feel like so you get that soulmate effect. So you get that one and only effect. They play it very well, right? And they catch us out with this because they love bomb you as well at the beginning. So you got the mixture of the love bomb and the mirroring. So all you think is, oh wow, this person's great. This person's on my level. This person's what I'm about. And they never were that, right? So if time's gone on now, or you've separated, or they've discarded you, or whatever, you need to just look at it in layman's terms, right? This person was scum. They never deserved to have you in the first place. Even they knew they didn't deserve to have you in the first place. They even knew this. This is why they tiptoed around you, pretended to be like you, mirrored you. The mirroring is off the scale in how they mirror. Like, you know, the mirroring is off the scale. Like, everything that I was into, they showed interest in it. So I really thought, oh, they're interested in watching these documentaries or this knowledge or this sort of stuff. They're interested to know what my belief systems are, and you know, that's what I thought. But they weren't ever into that, you know. They weren't ever into that. They done that because they wanted me. That's why they done it. They wanted me. And they wanted you. So that's why they pretended to be into all of this stuff that you're into. They wanted you. It's not they found it interesting. Probably they didn't even understand what we was trying to break down to them. Some of the knowledge we was trying to share. You know, they're actors. They're very good actors. You know? That's what they are. They're actors. So, you just need to understand that they're a pretender, they're an actor, and they mirrored you so well, you believed this person to be your soulmate. You believed them to be close to you. You trusted them. They done it, and they made you open up more and more. And the more and more you opened up about your pursuits or what you're into, they mirrored it back to you. And they made it seem like they was really interested. They wasn't interested at all. They just wanted to win you over, capture your heart, take control of your mind, take control of your heart. That's what they wanted to do. That's what they wanted to do. But the narcissist was never on your level. They just pretended to be. You know? So when you understand this, right? You understand, like, yo, this person was never on my level. And now they want to come with their devaluation. Or they want to run off with the knowledge that I shared with them. And start maybe, using this in their own life. The knowledge we shared with them. The knowledge we taught them. And they want to run off into the world and have this knowledge. And then even with their new suppliers, they might try and sound like they want to act clever. Like they might start dropping some of our knowledge that we shared with them, with their new suppliers and stuff. These are weirdos. You know what I'm saying? They're weirdos. They was never on our level, We need to aim higher. We need to raise the bar. Whoever we let into our life in the future, make sure you raise the bar. Make sure you don't settle for another narcissist. Make sure you don't let another narcissist back in. You can't afford to. None of us can. They wasted too much of our time. I made a video earlier about spending time alone. Spending time alone will teach you what you deserve and stuff. That video will break it down a bit more. But in the choice of who you want to go with in your future, just make sure you raise the bar high, right? Because we didn't raise the bar high enough when we met this narcissist. We should have known, hold on a minute. Now we'll see it. If someone's mirroring you in the future, cut it off. You can tell. Oh, hi, I'm talking about cake. And then they're like, oh, I really like cake. And then you're like, what I'm saying? I don't know. That was just a silly little example. But that's what it's like, you know what I mean? Like, you're talking about something and they're like, oh, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And it's all about the same thing you're talking about. And it's just blatant. It's just blatant mirroring. I hate mirroring, You know what I'm saying? Why not have your own version or your own idea? You know what I'm saying? Have your own idea or have your own individuality and talk about what you want to talk about. Because realistically, just looking into a mirror, that's what I'm saying. We fell in love with ourselves when we fell in love with these people. We fell in love with ourselves. They just orbited all of the stuff and our information and everything that we're about, all our data. They just presented that to us. And we ultimately fell in love with ourselves because someone was playing it so well. They were playing it so well that they're into all of the things we're into, and they're just like us, and they're our soulmate, and all of that crap. You know what I'm saying? We can't fall victim to that story again. We can't fall victim to someone trying to do that to us again. So we need to make sure that we're ready. When we move forward, we need to make sure that we're ready and not let someone like this in our hearts again. Protect the heart moving forward. Prioritize yourself. We didn't prioritize ourselves when we met these people before. We went in just open-heartedly. It's very dangerous to do that. We can't do that again in the future. Well, I'm not going to do that again in the future. I'm not going into a relationship open-heartedly and just letting someone in my heart for the sake of it. They need to earn my trust. They need to earn my heart. They need to earn my respect. They need to earn everything, right? And keep people at a distance, If someone's toxic in your friendship circle or family circle, just love them from a distance, If you can even love them from a distance, just love them from a distance. But what I would say is in new relationship opportunities, keep people at a distance. Don't let them in too easily. And try to figure them out. Be scanning them with all of your newfound discernment, all of your newfound knowledge. Scan them and understand exactly what they are. And don't tolerate any type of underhanded, backhanded remarks, any type of derogatory behavior, devaluation, mirroring, smearing. Don't tolerate none of it. Cut them off at the root. So anyway, just remember, these are just pretended to be like us. They were never on our level. So anyway, thank you for watching today. Please press the like and the subscribe button. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can find a link in the description box. And if you'd like one-to-one session with myself, you can also find a link in the description box. Currently, I've got the secondary channel, the spiritual channel. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.